So this week is Boss Week, and there is no bigger boss than my guest tonight. She made history as the youngest female ever to take her company public. You know her as the founder and CEO of the very popular app Bumble, and this is her late night debut. Please welcome Whitney Wolfe Herd. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. You're such a boss.
You are. You're the boss.
Thank you. We're both bosses. I'll take it. Now, Whitney, I want to dive right in here because you are the creator of Bumble. And I've dabbled in Bumble here or there. I've dabbled. But Bumble's different from a lot of other dating apps. It's female first. What does that actually mean?
Yeah. So what it means is when you think about relationships from the earliest days, centuries we're talking, they've really been rooted in the man going first. Mm-hmm. And this puts so much pressure on men. And it also takes away all of the power from women. So Bumble was really built to just flip the switch and to change the rules of this game that has existed for so long.
So how it works is that women in a heterosexual relationship, women have to make the first move. They have to be the first to message, correct?
That's right, in heterosexual relationships. And we are, of course, inclusive to, every gender, every sexual preference. But when it comes to heterosexual connections, we're really changing these gender dynamics.
Why was it so important to you to create an app like Bumble?
All of my girlfriends were getting told to watch He's Just Not That Into You and to read this book of how to get a guy to like you. And it's just broken and ridiculous, and it didn't feel fair to me. So I hated that. And then the second issue is that I'd been harassed on the internet by complete and total strangers. And what I recognized was that because they got to hide behind this profile screen, they felt like they could attack me. And so Bumble actually started as the original intention of creating a kinder, more friendly social network where we would compliment one another and be kind to each other versus just rip each other down. Right. And that, long story short, it was really this combination of pain points.
So when Bumble went public, and I want to make sure I say this right, you became the youngest female to ever take her company public. Now, be real with me here, Whitney. That's amazing, but I assume there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. How do you feel about that statement?
I think it's quite sad to some degree because when you think about the tech space, there have been so many men in their 20s that have taken a company public. And that just speaks to what we're saying, which is women have never been told, go get it, go first, fail, get out there, fall down, go ahead, take risk. We've been told to be perfect, to be measured, to be silent. And therefore, none of us have had the ability to go and take these massive risks that might lead to something like going public in your 20s. And so, there's a mixture of feelings. I'm obviously incredibly proud of our team, and it's such a feat. So many people told us Bumble would never work. So to get to the point of an IPO was rewarding, but there's still a long way to go for women. And I'm excited to see the next women go and take that title.
I love that. And it's so interesting because I feel like women are always told to be everything and nothing simultaneously.
Yeah.
Confusing space to navigate. But let's talk about the tech space because the tech space is notoriously male dominated. Have you ever actually encountered situations where you felt like, oh, this is really annoying or aggravating, or you felt uncomfortable?
Oh, of course I've been in those situations, but
do tell.
I mean, so there's two sides of this coin because I've also been totally supported and encouraged and given so much confidence by groups of men as well. And so there are so many amazing supportive men out there and in the tech space as well. This notion that tech or private equity or investments are all male dominated, that's not entirely true. Now, the vast majority, that does ring true. And I have been in rooms years ago where I would pitch Bumble to a group of men and they would basically say, I don't know, I need to ask, I need to see what my daughter thinks about this. Or I guess I could see this working. It's a cute idea. And it's not cute. It's become very profitable.
So cute.
I don't know. I think, I've seen both sides of the coin, but there is a shift taking place and I'm really excited to see that.
I love that. I want to ask you about this. I'm so excited to ask you this next question. I'm so excited because a lot of companies talk the talk, but I feel like Bumble walks the walk. I want to ask you about an open letter to Connor. I'm screaming over it. For those people watching at home, what is the open letter to Connor that Bumble wrote?
So there was a situation a couple of years ago where a young woman was basically asking a man what they did as casual conversation, like, hey, how are you? What's up? Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? And he basically insinuated that she wanted him for his money, that she was a gold digger, that she was all these awful, disgusting names that women get categorized as in the most atrocious ways for no reason, right? It's just so backwards. And she posted those screenshots publicly. Therefore, we felt we could do something with it. And we basically wrote this letter banning that behavior and taking a stance and defending her and completely putting that behavior out the window. And it went completely viral. And that has been a framework that our team has leaned on and continued to put out there when things go wrong. And it does help move the needle, and it's going to piss a lot of people off, but hopefully, you can't create change without really driving some people crazy. And that's the truth.
I love that you said that, because I feel like there are a lot of companies out there that they know if something is right or wrong and they'll condone behavior, but they teeter it a little bit. They tiptoe and they don't actually call things out when they're bad. But I know you're being modest right now. The open letter to Connor is just like, this is what's up. Let us put you in your place. You are banned. Thank you. It was perfect. It was chef's kiss. Amazing. I hope you're enjoying season 2 of A Little Late with Lilly Singh. If you're not sick of this face yet, go ahead and click subscribe right over there. Check out more clips just like this one right over there. More importantly, have a great day. Bye.